they'll say this to their patient. Hey Tim, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna push you in different directions. Don't let me make you lose your balance. So that's it. That's the only thing I'm telling him. I come in and I'll say, okay, ready? And I'll do this, and I'll say, okay, his balance is good. That's not enough. So what you have to do is you have to do more, and you want to word it like this, okay? Tim, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push you from behind. I want you to lose your balance forward, but don't fall. So a person has to have some cognition to be able to perform this test because they know that they're expected to become off balance, but not face plant. Does that make sense? So here's what it looks like, guys. My hand comes here in between his shoulder blade. I'm giving him a perturbation. It's a slow, steady perturbation. Okay? So I come in and I do this. Okay? So now, what patients will do, what they'll do is this. They'll jackknife. They'll kind of go. And so if I push him from the front, just kind of arch back. I push it, and I'll say, and they'll do this. That's incorrect. So then you have to re-cue them. What I want you to do is I want you to lose your balance forward, but don't fall. So again, you're emphasizing that. Lose your balance, but don't fall. Okay, now watch. Okay? Relax. Okay, so he's doing the same thing. So this could take 2 or 3 minutes until the patient understands what they're supposed to do. He's still in the cognitive phase of this motor learning. Okay, all right. So I'm going to push you forward, okay, and I want you to lean forward. I want you to lean your whole body forward, but don't fall.
Can you say that maybe you'll need to take a step, or you don't want to tell them to take the step?
That's the exact thing I do not want to tell my patient.
Okay.
Because I have to observe their reaction.
Oh, okay.
Is that how late you're supposed to have?
Okay, relax. Okay, relax. Okay. You have your cues, right? You know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Are you losing your balance forward? Or are you leaning forward? Okay. So you don't want to lean forward. I don't want you to lean forward. You shouldn't.
Keep your waist like.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Pushes you, you're like,
Okay.
yeah, I don't think I.
Have you seen on the mechanism?
All right. You're the perfect one. You ready? You know what to do, right? Okay.
It's all that hair you cut off, man. Just threw you off.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and do the opposite. Ready? Relax. So I'm going to push you from the front, and I want you to lose your balance backward, but don't fall. I want you to lose your balance backwards, but don't fall. That's it. Okay? That's better? Okay? You started to lean it before I even touched you.
Barely touched me.
Okay.
I can barely feel it when you touch me.
Give him something.
Okay.
Barely feel it.
Yeah, I just want to do this here. Okay?
Yeah, that was
Okay. All right. So what he's exhibiting, guys, is he's exhibiting a jackknife movement. So all he's doing is he's doing this. So my instructions to him was to lose your balance backwards, and he's not losing his balance, is he? He's just doing this. Okay. So again, so sometimes this may take 20 or 30 times until they can really do what you want to do. So his brain is normal. He knows what I'm asking, but his ability, seriously guys, but his ability to execute it, he's not able to do it yet. So again, my instructions are, I'm going to push you here, and I want you to lose your balance backwards, but don't fall. So we would call that an exaggerated response to it. Okay, so
You're not pushing me, that's why I don't get it.
Yeah, how do you lose
Okay.
your
I
balance if there's nothing?
Okay,
You
okay.
can't
You're not
stop.
gonna go.
Okay, ready? Okay. And then the patient begins to argue with the therapist. Okay, here we go. You ready? Okay, here we go, guys. Watch, guys. Here we go. Ready? Okay. Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Here we go. Ready? Who saw that?
That was better.
No,
That took him 10 times to get it, but he got it. Okay. So if they don't give you the reaction I just saw, you have to be patient. You have to keep work with them because you need to see that reaction to make it a valid test. Okay. I did. I showed him. So basically, I want you to lose your balance forward, but don't fall. So I'm showing exactly what I want to do. But he did it that time. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So I vary. So this time I'm going to vary my pressure. Ready? Okay. Okay. I'm going to vary it again. So that time you saw a reaction. It's different than this time. Okay. And it's different than this time. So basically, what we're looking for is what's happening on the distal extremities. We're looking at the ankle joint, then we're looking at the knee, and then we're looking at the hip. We're looking at the muscle response. Okay? So he did exactly what I wanted him to do. As I gave him a light touch, he came up, he contracted his gastrocs. As I pushed him a little harder, he needed to contract his gastrocs and then kick in his hamstrings, otherwise he'd fall. Now, if I really give him a big push, now he has to do this. Now he has to do the spinal extension movement, which he did, to make him come back so he didn't fall. So this is what you want to see if your patient can do. Okay. So now I'm going to do the same thing here. So I push him here, and you saw what happened down there. His toes came up. So what muscle is working? To the anterior. So if I push him a little harder, now he has to kick his quads in by contracting his quads. Okay? If I push him even harder, now he has to come back. He has to almost lean back and then crunch his belly muscles to come back forward. That's what you want to see on your patients. Okay, so everybody line up and you guys do that same exact thing. Okay?